Hello paper crafters, I have a new product to show you, and along with the new product I have a new designer. Barbara Burns has joined my design team, and I picked Barbara because I noticed that she sees things differently than I do, and on her blog, if you look at some of her creations, they're kind of a fun design to them, and you'll see that in her cards coming up. This is a small release. It's a lifestyles craft. It's just 3 dies, and it's a limited release that I have. I have no idea if they're still available for me to get. I would have to try to order should I run out of the release. Usually I don't, but they are fold cards of words, and they cut out the letters and then you fold them back and forth to make like an accordion card. And I will turn it over and show you kind of the size there, and it cuts out the paper. And how my mind would go with these dies is that I would make the accordion folds, and then I would add little embellishments like flowers and ribbons and brads and things like that, and kind of have a chunky card and just kind of fold it up and tie it with a ribbon and give that as a card. I also know from folding small parts like this that I would reinforce this somehow, the back with tape or some kind of maybe cut 2 thick ones and glue them together. But at these edges here where the perforations are, I would reinforce those with tape on the back maybe of the card, and make sure that those stay strong. That would be how I see the dies, and I'll show you what Barbara created with this thanks die. She made this card right here, and I'll zoom in a little bit with it, and you can see this, this lovely tissuey flower she made, and used a doily here. But what she did, whoops, try not to knock over the lighting here, is she put this on a tri-fold card, and when you open it up you see the thanks and this ribbon here. And I want to focus in on the paper she used, because at first when I saw this paper it looked kind of patchworky to me, and I was touching it to see if it was kind of a paper she created, but it wasn't. It's a paper, it's flat, but it gave me an idea to take scraps of paper, like little squares that I may have, and put little designs, and then cut out these letters with that to give that patchwork kind of a quilt effect. And it would be a nice way to use up some scrap papers of same color categories. Just when I saw that, it was a really cute idea. And then she added, of course, this ribbon and this little rubber stamped images that says 2 simple words that come with so much gratitude, thank you. So again, how I told you how I would see the card, and then how Barbara did it up on a tri-fold card, and then that kind of takes away too the need for the reinforcement of the perforation, because the card becomes the reinforcement for it. Very nice. Next one is die right here. It's called Wish, and it's a bigger letters. And when I see the wish, I was thinking of a birthday card, and also a birthday decoration for a party. Kind of cut these out in festive papers and put them around a table for just a quick, easy decoration. And I'll show you the die itself. You can see the letters are bigger. There we go. You can see that. And then what Barbara created is she took this card, and she this is embossed, and she put some blue there, and inside here's the wish. She folded it up in there, and it says, may the happy in your birthday last all year long, and then the matching paper here. But what I want to do is just open this up. Now imagine you don't know what this is. Wouldn't this be fun to just, you kind of opening this card here, and you want to see what it is, and you know there's a W there. Fingers don't want to work. Can you guys hear that wind rustling outside my window? Oh, we're having a windy night here. And we can just open this up, and it says wish. Isn't that beautiful? She put the little candle there for that extra touch. But who wouldn't like to receive this card right here? It's just such a fun, decorative, and a different kind of take on a card. It would just be very festive for someone to receive this, especially we knew it was coming, but if you didn't know that was coming, that would just be so much fun. And there's one more set. I said it was a set of 3. And the next one's love. So love, of course, Valentine's, which is past, or weddings or anniversaries. Lots of use for love cards. I kind of like this little twist in the middle of that heart, and I'll show you that it doesn't cut all the way through there, and so it kind of has that little twisty window. And she made with that card, she made this card right here, and I'll kind of zoom in on the details of that so you can see it. It says, and now these 3 remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is, and of course we know this is a love card, so we're going to open it up, and it says she made it like a pop-up card type deal. She made it so the O and the V, and then you can see how the heart here can twirl. We can kind of put that like that. And oh, I'm having trouble with my lighting today, I apologize. There's Bud. And it just opens up, and this was my favorite of the ones she made. I would never have thought to have made that with that card. Again, my brain went into folding these up and making them chunky cards, and that is just such a pretty card. And I'll pan out a little bit, and there you go. Easy, simple release, clean words. I do recommend the set of 3 because it'll be a better price if you buy the 3. And my update on Buddy is that we went to the surgeon on Tuesday, expecting him to get operated on with his, he had a knee replacement, a torn cruciate ligament, and they thought some of that replacement was rubbing on a nerve, and that's what was wrong. So we're going to the vet to have that hardware taken out, and thinking he would be in less pain. But when the orthopedic surgeon assessed him, he thought it wasn't that. He could not, Bud's knee seemed very stable. So the question is, why will not Bud put any weight on his good leg, and he's putting all the weight on his bad hip? So they did put him under anesthesia and did a bunch of x-rays, and they think, it can't be shown for sure, and Bud can't talk to help, but they think he has sciatica, and his sciatic nerve is just inflamed because of a narrowing where the nerve and the blood flow goes due to his bad hip compressing the area. His bad hip is kind of the main root of all these problems. So the treatment for that is usually steroids to draw off some of the inflammation, and Buddy's not a good candidate for the steroids due to his history of pancreatitis and his age and different things. Steroids aren't exactly a route I wanted to go down either, because of all the side effects. But we found one of the things that they want us to try first, and it's an easier solution because there are no side effects. And the reason we worry about side effects so much with Bud is his age. He's going to be 11 soon. And the other thing is he has a ton of allergies, and we're not talking little bitty allergies where he sneezes. We're talking end up in the vet sick, can't come home for a few days allergies. So we have to be very careful whenever we introduce him to a new medicine or a new food or anything like that. And prednisone has a lot of side effects as it is, so for a dog with like Bud, there is concern there. So we're going to try acupuncture, and Bud's vet, who retired last year, does it on the side. It's one of her hobbies and one of the things she's very proficient in, and she's going to come to the house tomorrow and do a treatment on Bud, and we're going to do 4 treatments to see if it gives him any relief. So all of you that are hoping saying good wishes. Please keep up the good wishes for Buddy, my big yellow lab, all 98 pounds of him. That's the other thing we found out at the vet, is Buddy gained about 10 pounds, and we think it's due to the inactivity because he's sore, and also his hypothyroidism, which was diagnosed a few months ago, and I think he packed on some weight with that. So we're going to take the weight off, and hopefully with the acupuncture he'll get better. He sends his love. Sorry for the long message, but that would have been really hard for me to write all that out. And now you got people know, because I've literally got about 30 or 40 emails for people wondering, and other people who are just being polite and saying, I hope Buddy's okay, but I know they're questioning what's wrong because I didn't give much details. So thank you everyone for your well wishes and prayers. They are much appreciated, and I hope everyone's having a good end of their winter here. We're getting towards the downside of winter, and take care, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye bye everyone.